Hey everybody, it's Mike from Growtopia and I'm introducing my new toy. It is a 40-volt Ryobi Whisper Series snowblower. Now before we get too far into the video, just let everybody know this is not a video about snowblowing. I'll do that in a later video. This is just a quick talk about the machine, and that's it. Because I don't feel like getting into it right now with the snow. It's cold and it's late and I've had enough of it. So, what's to say about it? Well, for starters, the only place you can really get it is Home Depot, and apparently they don't want to sell it in the store, at least by me, because I guess they don't want to make money, some weird reason. So you can only buy it from online, and there's two options. You either get it shipped to the store or shipped to your house, or place of business, of course. Well, I don't remember anything apparently, because I can't remember what I was going to say. I don't remember the last time I lifted anything that's 200 pounds off the ground or out of the bed of my truck. And because this thing comes detached, so this suit unit with the bar, with the extra parts here, these bolts here are the shear bolts that go into there. They're locked in here pretty nice. I did buy an extra pack of them just in case. But this bar assembly here, this and this are all one piece. So that comes laying down there. And then this big pain in the butt head unit comes spun around and sitting in there. Now, I'm going to go down a couple things. For starters, it's a little bit outside of $2,000. You don't have to go for one as crazy as this, but if you're looking for a machine that can do above and beyond of what you need it to do, this is your best option. Because the little guy that's back here, that's buried, can only do so much. This guy can do way more. I mean, I'm standing here, I'm 5'9", okay? I'm wearing my moccasins that are not that far off the ground. My leg is straight, and the opening is knee high. Not really digress, you know, let's say maybe 1.5 feet argument, let's say maybe 2 feet. That's a little stretch. But anyway, so you got a good opening, a good amount. The tires are decently high. They're about, I think, almost 12 inches high. See, my shoes are 11 inches. So they're a little over 11. They're a little over 11 inches, obviously. So they're probably closer to 13 inches tall. Don't quote me on it. You could always probably find all those specs online. I'll put a link in the description below on where you can find that. Now, let's go into the assembly. As it comes on a pallet in a box, strapped down to the pallet. Well, now I got firewood. So, once you take everything apart, this is where things get a little tricky. And unfortunately, because there was nothing on there that said, hey, the hardware is here, I went rummaging through the boxes. So, first off, if you're looking for the hardware, it's inside the battery box here, where the batteries are packed inside. My problem that I have with this is the opening of it is kind of tough, and because it's spring-loaded, it's hard to get the 4 batteries in there. I kind of wish they had like a plug system on it, and you could plug it into an outlet like a Tesla or any electric car, so you never have to take the batteries out, but unfortunately, you do. My other little issue I have with it, not a big issue, but the top piece here only floats on there. It's not solid on. The only way this is all held together is because this is all connected here into the bar, and there's a bolt there and a bolt there. So the hardware came inside there. So what I did is, when I was putting this all together, I like using Loctite, because it's going to vibrate a bit, and the last thing you want it to start falling apart when you're using it. You really should keep up with, you know, constant maintenance. But unfortunately, like the Murray, I didn't keep up with it, and it started falling apart. So I got the parts coming, but they won't be coming until, they won't be shipping until March 3rd. We got more snow coming. That ain't going to help me. So I needed something better. I need something bigger. I need something more powerful. Now you can see I make a path to my woodshed, and I make a path to my oil fill. And I would say to anybody that's watching this video, if you have home heating oil, please make a path for your home heating oil driver, male or female, whoever comes to your house. It's going to be a lot safer for them to get there and do their job. They got to be dragging a big hose through the snow. You don't like walking through the snow. It's hard. It's heavy. Now you're dragging this heavy hose that's got a lot of friction coming out of the truck, that now it's even heavier. It feels like it's 70 to 100 pounds plus. You're slipping and sliding in the snow. You need a thing called a whistle pipe so you can safely do your delivery. Those things are about 5 feet. Also, you need a stick, a folding stick, and you need a rag. So now you're juggling all this stuff while you're trudging through the snow, huffing and puffing. Not for nothing, but you got homeowners insurance. The last thing you want is somebody to get hurt on your property, because you're liable. So make a safe path so the person can go to and from your property safely, and they will greatly appreciate it over any kind of tip that you can give them. Trust me. Because a driver could be doing 20, 30, 40, 50 stops a day, 60, 70, 80. And by the time they get halfway through, they're shot, they're tired, they're exhausted, they can't finish their route. They could have a heart attack. I know this is a completely different thing, but honestly, get a snowblower, get a shovel, but with a snowblower, you can nicely, quick, make a path. I made that with my Murray while it was on its last leg. I did that also with the Murray, and then this is my driveway. Now, of course, I can pull my army truck out and do the rest of it. You got the apron, you got to run your mailbox, you got to dig out a spot for your garbage pail. You could do it with a shovel, but it's so much easier with a snowblower. You don't have to go for $2 grand, but if you're looking for something that goes above and beyond of what you need, it's quiet, there's no gasoline, you don't have to do an oil change on it, there's no crazy maintenance, there's no motor that wears out, and piston rings and spark plugs. You don't need any of that shit. You got the batteries. Speaking of batteries, it comes with a dual charger. Now, because I also have another 40-volt brushless Whisper lawnmower that takes 4 batteries, that's 4-wheel drive with lights on it. Kind of wish this thing was 4-wheel drive too, and I can drive inside of it. It comes all with 4 batteries as well, so it's nice. So all these 40-volt batteries I have, for the 2 for the small lawnmower, the 4 for that one, and other batteries I bought, plus the 4 batteries that come with this kit, I mean, you can't beat it. So okay, so it has two-port charger, but if you have a 2-port charger like I do, you can do all 4 batteries. Advising to the batteries, make sure, because they are lithium-ion batteries, you charge them while you are paying attention. Don't go to sleep with them on. They are a battery. They can heat up. They can explode. There could be a malfunction. Always make sure the batteries are in the vicinity of you at all times while they're being charged. Once they're charged, you take them off, put them somewhere safe, and that's it. That's all I'm going to go through with the batteries. You don't want to have any incidents. You don't want to blow your house up, nothing like that. So now the assembly of it, right? So after I got the parts out, you got a bolt here and here, but it's put Loctite on. And then it comes with 4 carriage bolts that have a square on the inside of it, so it squares into here. So all you got to do is tighten it by hand with here until it's nice and snug. You're good to go. Snug as a bug in the rug, right? You got right here, this is going to be for running your power, for moving it back and forth. You got your drive system, you got reverse back here, you got forward, and you can do different speeds. You got your headlights, you got your hand warmers, and then you got your auger speed. On here as well, you have your chute, so I can move my chute around. Moves nice and freely. And whichever way you want to put it in, it locks in and it's going to stay there. You also have your chute angle. Now this thing can throw snow 55 feet, so if you're tired of your neighbor not doing anything on their property, you can give them some helping hand by giving them a little bit more of a snowy winter paradise. Now I've heard a lot of people say, wow, this thing moves really fast and I can't handle it. Well, that's not true. So we're going to back it off and we're going to put it back up on the pallet. I'm going to show you how aggressive this thing really is. Now the drive system on it, both tires work at the exact same time on a lock differential, so they're not running independently. It's not like one handle goes right, one goes left, forward and back. It's only this is how you operate your speed of movement. So we're going to put it in reverse, and now it's in its lowest setting of reverse. As you go to pull the handle down, get ready to walk backwards. I see a lot of videos where people are just like, they're standing like this, and they're like, ah! You're going backwards, so get ready to walk backwards. Now you can tilt it and move it up and down, not a problem. Weird angle for me because of the height of the pallet. So as I slowly pull down on it, I'm going to start getting power to it. Like that. Now, to turn it left and right is hard on its own, so you need a little power to do that. Easy enough, right? That angle. So like that, climbing up onto a pallet wasn't that hard. I had to give it a little bit of extra juice and also at the right angle, but not too shabby. Now of course, like I said, we got our headlights. So our headlights are here. pretty bright. I'm not gonna lie. Them bright LED lights, even to the point where the camera's going, oh my god. So if I wanted to do some late night snow blowing, I can. Push of a button, the lights go out. There's no key to turn it on or off, so you don't have to lose the key. Literally, the lights will go out, the power system will go out. All you got to do is just leave it alone. Now you could also unplug each battery as well if you want to. I'm leaving them in there because I'm going to be using it hopefully this weekend. So they're trying to pull them in and out is just a pain in the ass. I leave them in all the time when they're going to be used over and over again. And I got plenty of batteries, so I'm not worried about it. Other than that, guys, it's a pretty cool machine. I can't wait to use it. I'm going to get it off the pallets. I get rid of the stupid pallet. Shut this garage door. And I'm going to put the link in the description. Bleh. I'm going to put the link of where I bought it from Home Depot and below, so you can look down the rest of the different specs that come with it. I can't wait to use it, to see how it does. The only thing I do think that might help out a little bit is because these tires are so hard. I think if I let a little bit of air out of them to make them a little softer, they'll get a better all-around grip, because you could see that they're grabbing more on the center block instead of the outer blocks as well. So I'm probably going to drop the tire pressure down a little bit and just run them from there like that. It might make it a little harder to steer, but I think I'll get a little bit more better grip, because it's kind of hard to push through snow with hard tires. If your tires are softer, you got a way better grip. But anyway, guys, this is Mike from Growtopia. You like, subscribe, share it with your friends and family. Get out there and do something, grow something, have fun. It's cold out. I'm trying to figure out what to do with my life sometimes with the snow and everything. It's hard to get out there. The ground's frozen. You can't really get into it. Looking at plans to do this year. But anyway, this is the Ryobi 40 Series Brushless Whisper Series. I have nicknamed it Jack Frost, because the other one is I think Monster Mower, something like that. I called it Mozilla. So anyway, guys, later.